get what you want, but not what you need. You feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse.
I wish doctors knew that strep A can cause inflammation of the brain, that PANS and PANDAS can affect those over 16 years old. I was referred to NHS adult neurologists who had very little experience of PANS and PANDAS. They questioned a private consultant's diagnosis of possible immune-mediated behavioural problems. I felt like they didn't believe me.
I wish that they were well educated on it to stop the constant seesawing from neurology to psychiatry. It felt like people didn't know what was wrong with me and they just looked for symptoms for other stuff which didn't match. But they diagnosed me with that anyway, even if it didn't fit.
I wish they knew to listen to the parents. They know their child best, never invalidate their concerns.
I saw many, about 6, NHS doctors when I was admitted to hospital as a danger to myself. They had no idea what was happening.
Doctors and nurses need to be trained to recognise the symptoms of PANS and PANDAS. More support for families and more awareness of these conditions so that no more families go through this. Provide treatment on the NHS.
It took 4 years for me to get diagnosed, but it wouldn't have taken so long if more people knew of this awful condition.
Think PANS, PANDAS first and stop putting everything down to mental health.
I wish the teachers knew about PANS and PANDAS. None of them knew about it, but some of them realised that I needed support, and that helped.
Tests and exams are the hardest thing about school for me because my head can't really cope with it. And I get really nervous, and because it is on a computer, my test scores just drop because my head can't deal with any of it.
My handwriting deteriorated. It used to be incredibly neat, then went big and scrawly. OCD would stop me from enjoying school and I would panic a lot.
I didn't go to school when I wasn't feeling well, but I did find it difficult to remember things from when I was in school.
It was after school that my symptoms affected me.
Make sure doctors, teachers, everyone knows about it.
It felt upsetting because I kept hurting everybody. I felt sad a lot and I didn't know why.
It feels quite overwhelming. Like I feel very different from everyone else. The feeling makes me really sad about myself because it makes me feel like I'm a part of anything.
Don't blame yourself for everything that happens. There are people to help you.
The key thing is that you can't help the symptoms.
And no matter how hard things are, you have to remember how far you have come.
You're not alone. You have people who you can trust and who love you, people who need and want you. You are amazing inside and out.